What up, E? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, brother. I don't know why I can't hear you. Kai, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. What's going on?
Okay. Coach, we can't hear you. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, I can't hear Coach either.
Hey, Coach, can you leave and come back in?
Oh, he might not hear us.
Yeah, so, I was having technical difficulties. AT&T deals some bullshit,
Oh man, all good, all good.
What up, Coach? I don't know, Coach. We can't hear you. I thought it was me, but it's actually you.
Yeah.
So, let's do this because, I like to, Instagram. I got to set up the Instagram page, make sure we live and direct over there.
Okay.
I like to start the show with an intro. Oh, wait a minute. We still there? Okay. No, we just going to rock out like this. Instagram is still there.
Okay. What up, Coach?
What's going on, good people?
There we go. Okay, he got his shit together.
Yeah, I was having some issues because I'm driving around.
I thought it might be that 49er energy just kind of getting in the way of things.
Yo, that's some weird energy, man. I don't wish that on nobody.
Yeah, I had one job last night.
Wish it on the Cowboy fans. We got it live and direct. We totally know what it is.
Yeah, the Niners they actually had me believing at one point that might win that game last night.
Yeah. I mean, neither defense really did much in the first half. I think I checked out in the second half.
Yeah, both defenses terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. So what does that mean for Detroit going forward? If the defense is looking rattled, they got a lot of injuries on their defense.
That means either Minnesota or the Eagles.
Yeah, man. So, but not to get ahead of ourselves. This is the last day of the year. The year being 2024. This is the 173rd episode of IZM Sports, and it just happened to fall on New Year's Eve. Merry Christmas, belated Christmas to both you guys.
Thank you.
Kwanzaa, so happy Kwanzaa to both you brothers.
Same. Salute.
Same to you.
Happy Hanukkah for all my Black Hebrew Israelites out there.
Hey, and we would be remiss if we did not wish a happy belated birthday to the longest tenured player, LeBron James.
Oh yeah. 40.
Happy birthday, Jasmine Nunez Green, my wife, who turned. I ain't gonna blow up, but her birthday was on Christmas.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Jazz. All right.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, the GOAT birthday was yesterday. Turned 40 officially.
No, LeBron's birthday was yesterday.
I'm glad you brought that up, brother. It's good to see you. Show some respect to the GOAT.
I brought up the longest tenured player. That's what I brought up.
Is that
at a high level. At a high level, I'll give him that.
Yeah, bro.
Because he's actually not the longest tenured just yet.
Not yet. Well, who is the parish chief?
No, I think it was actually Vince Carter. I think got that record.
No, I thought. Oh yeah, because he played the entire 20. He hasn't played the entire 22nd year yet. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron said he could go another 5 to 7 years, man.
Yeah, we don't want to see that happen though. Like not to keep it real, coming into the season, preseason. I think I said it. I know I told West, I see the wall. Like I see the downgrade. I see.
Already met him.
What up, Kay?
What up, man? Look at it
What up,
again.
Kay?
What's going
Happy,
It's
on?
okay.
What's going on?
happy Kwanzaa, Merry belated Christmas.
Thanks. Same you guys, man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. We talking about the GOAT right now, Kay.
No, Kay. We're talking about LeBron.
Who him? Who him? Who
Yeah,
that guy
Magic.
back there?
Magic. Oh man, you know what? I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at nine chip appearances in 13 years, 5 rings.
Nah.
You can't be mad at that. And honestly, guys, we joke all the time, MJ, LeBron, but when you get to a certain level, they all the GOAT, man. Magic,
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
LeBron,
Yes,
Mike,
sir.
And I
Kobe,
think that's
Kareem.
yup, Kareem, Wilt,
Will.
like
Yep.
all of them, man. Yeah. It, and that's why people just use that really as a conversation, to be honest, because it all depends on your era. It all depends, on your taste. It's
Yep.
it and it's all debatable, man. And that's why people do it, just to have a debate conversation, because
Yeah,
like
yeah,
ultimately, man, like all of them can be considered a GOAT.
yeah.
That's right.
So full transparency, I've said this before, I'll say it again, and I'll maintain this. Uh, the most dominant performance I've seen in the NBA over a 10-year stretch is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, hands down.
Yeah.
Um, and when I say that, I mean in terms of his individual play, because individual he was dominant even in the '80s. But to put it all in the package, to be able to win championships, and like what we saw him do, starting with the Lakers victory all the way up to he retired. That second time, we're not gonna count them Wizard years. I think that's unfair, so we never gonna do that. But just for what I saw there, like I haven't seen anybody be as dominant, over the course of a 20-year career. I'd have to say LeBron. I wasn't alive during the Wilt Chamberlain years like that. I was too young to really understand Kareem.
Or
So
even Bill Russell.
yeah, Bill
You know what
Russell.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's why I said it all depends on, what era and who you talking to.
Yeah, for real. But
Because to be honest, there is some people like there is, and I get it. There's a lot of people that will probably argue, there's some people that will definitely argue that'll argue Steph is, to them in their eyes. And then there's
Yeah.
obviously people
Yeah.
that'll argue, that do argue LeBron. But it all depends on when they started watching basketball and whatever they came up in.
yeah, I would
Yep.
push back on
Yeah.
Steph though.
I know some old timers that'll argue Oscar Robertson.
Yeah,
Yes.
me
Yeah,
too.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would push back on Steph though. You know, he's the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Period. Point blank. But in terms of the full package, his all-around game. I think that he, defensively, he's not in the likes of some of the people we talked about.
I think that's it though, Hawk. That's it. If you really like look at Steph's stats and you watch him, because I'll be, doing doing all that, and I'll be, I got my kids and my wife, they be cracking up at me because I'll be betting pennies, because I'm not really a better. So, but my point is that Steph gets assists and rebounds and all that. Like that's a
Yeah,
really,
he
really
does. Yeah.
underrated stat
Skills,
that
yeah.
people don't really understand with Steph, man. Like he plays the
Yeah.
full game, man. Now
Yeah.
defensively, yes. And he made and
He
that,
just don't get steals.
yes. But he gets assists, he gets rebounds, he
Yep.
plays the full game out there, man.
It's just that when you are passing the ball to a Kevin Durant, and passing the ball to a Klay Thompson, when you passing the ball to you pass it to like assist. A lot of it has to do with all of it has to do with the person making the shot, right?
Jordan
Yeah,
Poole.
but I'm saying I'm talking about,
Jordan.
but I'm talking about this year.
Yeah. No, he does play a full game. Um, he has a good game. Defensively, he's not going to get you steals and do all that. But
Blocks.
um,
It does make for an
you
interesting
know,
debate though, because take the individual out of it, so to speak, and just make it a team thing and say which teams, for lack of a better term, because I know LeBron was on a couple different teams during the past that last decade, but you got the Warriors and then you got the Heat/Cavaliers. Who had a more dominant squad of the 2010s decade? Was it Steph and the
Golden
Warriors, or
State.
was it
Nah, Golden
LeBron?
State, hands down.
Now,
Hands
see, I
down.
can't.
And
I
that's
don't.
why we say, like, depending who you talk to, if you talk to these younger kids and you talk about that and the transcending and all of the way that the game has been changed and all of this stuff, their eyes, they're gonna be like, yo, step like I'm not saying that he'll win the argument, but a lot of them will be mentioning and he'll be on the tip of a lot of these, especially these teenagers'
Yes.
tongue.
Yes. That
Well,
and I think I had this conversation with Hawk one time. I said, whenever I go to the playground or I'm in the gym with young kids, they yelling out Steph's name.
Yeah,
They're trying to emulate Steph.
right.
So
But
and that's
now,
just like in the early 2000s, they were yelling out Kobe.
yeah.
I love Kobe as a Lakers fan and everything like that, but I wasn't seeing him as you know that, but the kids, that's who they were emulating. So it
right.
is about, like you said, when you come up,
Hmm.
when you start watching the game and how you
Right.
see it. So
Yeah.
Steph is definitely going to be in the argument. you
Yes,
know
absolutely. He's definitely one of my favorite players. Um, but just looking at like what we all say is what's wrong with the game. You know, Steph ushered in the 3-point
no,
shot.
no, no, I'm not going to do that. No, he didn't.
No, why
No,
not?
no.
Why not?
LeBron
No.
ushered in that.
No,
No,
no, Reggie
LeBron,
Miller. You had Reggie Miller and all the way before Steph Hawk, yo.
no,
Reggie
right,
Miller
no.
right,
wasn't doing nothing but launching threes.
Volume
right.
threes,
Yes,
and being
yes.
dangerous from the 3-point line. Like you said, they're all saying Steph's name. They're not saying LeBron's name. They're
Well,
saying
no, no, no. We're
No, no,
not
no,
saying
no. That's
LeBron,
not. No, no.
like
That's a
far as
different argument.
shooting threes. LeBron just started shooting threes. We're not saying him as far as shooting threes.
well, I'm saying
But LeBron did want to spread the floor with 3-point shooters.
Right,
Mhm.
right. When you talk
absolutely.
about ruining the game or
No,
where the game is now,
I'm not saying ruining the game. I'm saying that there's pushback on the state of the game right now. Whether it's ruined or not is up for debate. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
yeah,
that
but you can't put that on Steph because Steph actually makes the shots.
Exactly. He don't
So
ruin it.
he made it. He made it so people want to take him because he makes the shots.
Ah,
He shot at a high
there you
Yeah,
percentage.
go.
he
Yes,
makes it look easy. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, but and that is, I mean, I get what
He
you're saying.
made it.
How far as ruin it,
He
because
made
he makes him so, like, he makes it look so easy that
right,
you got the Jordan Pools and all that in the world that just think that they could just launch and launch and launch
yeah.
and just be looking crazy.
I
right.
mean, there's
If
no
you're
doubt that
marking,
Trey Young wasn't inspired by watching Steph.
right. So it's like whenever you market something, you package it up and you market something. That's when you see the influence really take off. Not to say it's not influential unless you market it, but when you market, package something, and you sell it to motherfuckers, it takes off, legitimately or not. When you
Right.
pushing the Splash Brothers, like you're marketing and selling the idea of shooting 3-pointers.
Yeah, but think about this though, Hop. You're talking about a point guard and a shooting guard.
Shooting
That's
guard.
what they supposed
Right.
to do.
That's what they're
It's when
supposed
you
to
get
do.
to when you got to the point of Chris Bosh and you got to the point of Kevin Love and you got to the
Yes.
point of all of these sinners
Yes.
and all of that, thinking now we're gonna spread the floor and we're gonna have
Yeah.
the number 5 shooting threes. That's
Yep.
when it really got out of hand, Hop. To be honest, it
Right.
really did.
Right. Yeah. Because Steph and Clay were doing what they were supposed to do for
Yes.
their position.
And it's the analytics department that's really the
Oh,
problem because they
Right.
push
Yes.
high
Right.
percentage.
right. When you
Not high
see
percentage. Excuse me. The
when you
high
see
value.
teams shoot high volume threes and miss or make percentage wise, you see them win more. Like when you look at the top 10, 15 teams in the league, the best records, they tend to be high volume 3 shooters. Right. That's analytics. That's like
Yep.
it's about winning, it's about legacy, it's about championships. Take the best shot. We're saying not 2-point shot, mid range. In my mind, it would be a better shot because it's closer,
Yeah,
but it's
high
only
percentage.
2
Yeah.
points. So it's like, I mean, the
I
entire
mean, and I think we're saying the same thing.
not just Steph, and Steph shoots him at a high percentage. So I'm not necessarily blaming Steph for anything. I'm just saying, like, Steph is one of the ones that opened the door for this shit, yo.
Yeah. I think we're agreeing actually on both points.
Right.
But the difference is where the analytics came into play. And where the threes became a problem were with the forwards and the centers shooting threes and
Yeah.
spreading the floor in that way. No one has ever had a problem with a point guard or a shooting guard shooting threes because that's what they're supposed to do. When you throw it inside, you kick it back out. They're supposed to knock down the three, and it punishes you for doubling the big man in the post. Now
Right.
you don't even have a big man in the post. Joker and all these guys are out there shooting threes. Um, you know what makes Giannis actually easy to defend is because he can't shoot threes. He can't spread the floor. So I wouldn't I put some of it on Steph, particularly with how the game is progressing with young people learning how to play. They just want to shoot threes before they learn how to shoot the mid range or even drive to the basket. Uh, and everybody overlooks his handle. Steph has a phenomenal handle.
He
You
Yes,
know,
does.
he
um,
does.
He has a
you know,
nice
so
mid-range game too.
he has a nice mid
Yeah.
range game.
Yeah, he
He got
does.
the floaters. He has all that stuff. It's overlooked because he's so proficient and efficient
He
at
gets to the
shooting the
paint,
three. You
and he
know,
gets to the paint when he wants.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because you're forced to spread the floor on him, he can
Yeah.
get
He
in
does
and
that
out
thing that
of the
Steve
paint
Nash used to
when
do
he
when
lay
he'll
you.
go all the way around the
yes,
bottom of the perimeter, in the paint, and then
yep,
come all the way back around. I've only seen Steve Nash do that effectively,
yep,
besides
yep.
Steph. It's incredible.
But then when
Yeah,
you
no,
look, when
it's
you see players like Dirk Nowitzki, Chris Bosh, you mentioned Kevin Garnett, who necessarily wasn't a 3-point shooter, but he could take you outside.
yeah, like Dirk could take you outside, but still, it was like a fadeaway. It wasn't really a three all the time.
I mean,
Now
no, not
these
all the
jokers,
time. He had a full game, but
yeah, he
Dirk,
had a full game. Like
but
these
Dirk,
jokers now just
Dirk,
shoot threes. You
yeah,
know,
because analytics say that's all you need to do to win the game. Well, not all you
and
need to do, but point.
one of the reasons, what's my man that just got fired, Mike Brown. One of
Uh,
his issues was that they traded for what's my man that they got from Chicago, um, who has the
uh,
great mid range game.
DeRozan.
DeRozan, yeah.
DeRozan, yes, and you put him with another guard who kind of can drive, dish and all that. He don't have nobody to kick out to now. You know, before
Supposed
he
to be
had Monk
Keegan Murray. It's supposed to be Keegan Murray and
and Monk. Yeah,
Herder, but I mean
yep.
I don't know what they be doing.
They don't they didn't so it didn't mesh and it wasn't as effective as it's supposed to be. And, that's been DeRozan's kind of downfall his whole career. He has a complete game, mid range. He can score from all three levels, but it doesn't help your team win. So the game is in a real, I think, in a real sad state, um, and it's going to be it's unless they take on what we spoke about before. Hockey brought up. It's going
yeah,
to be
no,
some issues.
yeah, I said it. I don't know if Kay heard it, but I said that the NBA should install a new rule that no team can take more than 20 to 25 3-pointers in a game, and no individual player could take more than 7 to 9 3-pointers in a game. And within
So
before
so how would you regulate that? So you saying that like it's a violation once you do it and you're over that amount?
it's either a turnover or I don't know,
Well,
it's
yeah, that's what I mean. Like a violation
turnover,
in turn becomes a turnover.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a shooting foul,
Mm.
tech, get one shot from the free throw line, the opposite team.
Yeah, they gonna have to tinker with it somehow because it's getting bad. Those ratings are getting bad.
Yeah, it is, especially after you've seen the ones of the football versus basketball on Christmas Day, and LeBron talking about, man, like this is our day, and the NFL's looking like the ratings don't say that, dude.
Yeah. Well, see, if if you install that rule, you force the mid range, you force the paint, and it makes the 3-pointer more valuable when you do take it, because now you're strategically using it.
Yeah, you forcing guys to literally. We get a lot of one-on-one play now, but it's not a one-on-one play to go dunk on you, or it's not that. Guys are going one-on-one, getting to the paint, and then kicking it back out,
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
which
Shooting
is
threes on
crazy.
fast breaks.
Yeah,
They be like, they get right up into the paint and be like 4 feet away and kick it out to a corner three.
I've
yep.
seen Devin Booker do it, and he was basically George Gervin at the rim, and he kicked it out for a 3-pointer. Like, he was there at the rim. He was there. 2 points.
And that used to be a dunk. That used to be a poster. That used to be what you wanted to do. But now, like, analytics say, nah, go kick it to the corner because that 3 is worth more. I mean, which it is, but doesn't make sense.
And I don't think any general manager, coach, anybody that's pro analytics first in the NBA has really won anything. I mean, I don't know if the Warriors were so much pro analytics or if they just like I mean, Draymond Green does get a lot of praise for the dirty work that he does, but I think that was more of a complete team. I think those Daryl Morey teams, those teams never win.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. That's very true.
Boston won the chip last year, and they shoot more threes than anybody else in the league.
Yeah,
They do.
that might be the only thing. I was about to say that might be the only one that tips the scale because they don't do nothing but launch threes, yo.
But you know what though?
Joker and
You know what,
Jamal
though?
Murray,
Brad
not to say they were the highest, but they was up there.
But Brad Stevens
What?
is not
Launching threes?
Yeah, they wasn't
Nah. If you watch Denver play, they don't shoot up. The only one that really shoots threes is Michael Porter Jr. on that team. Really, the rest of them is all mid-range and everything else. You got Aaron Gordon that shoots it every once in a while. Aaron Gordon is all inside dunker spot, all baseline lobs and all that, and short jumpers. I mean, Jamal Murray every once in a while, but he works all from the free throw down and on the sides. He don't even shoot a lot of threes, yo.
Yeah, and I mean, Joker's going to shoot whatever he shoot because he's
And if you play Joker every once in a while, he'll shoot and he'll make it. He'll shoot maybe 2 or 3 threes in a game, maybe. And and if he's playing against a certain center that just sinks off of him, he'll be like, all right, well, you're gonna give it to me, I'll shoot it, which will sometimes shoot more. But primarily, like Denver don't shoot a bunch of threes, yo.
They shot more when they had Caldwell Pope. They shot
exactly.
KCP, yeah.
These are the results for the top 10 3-point shooting teams. Cleveland, 40.8. Milwaukee, 38.8. New York Knicks, 38.8. Denver Nuggets, 38.1. Phoenix Suns, 37.8.
Yeah, but you said the numbers in a different way. You said Denver at 31, and then you said Phoenix after them at 37. Phoenix is way higher than them.
What I'm saying is that they're the 4th highest shooting 3-point team in the league. They're 4th out of 30 teams. I'm not saying they're the top. I'm saying that the teams that win the championship aren't necessarily the top, but they're. I bet
you didn't. Hold on. It's no way that Boston ain't the number one. Ain't number one. Like, and you didn't even mention Boston.
I mean, I'm just reading it. I'm just reading what they said. I didn't write it.
That numbers. Those ain't. I don't know.
Well,
there's no way those numbers are right. Boston don't do nothing but launch threes, guys. Like seriously, if you watch them. Right. Like seriously, they don't do nothing but launch
this year.
That's all they do. All right, so I asked it again. Which NBA team shoots the most threes? Celtics.
I would say Boston.
Boston at 590. That must have been the percentage in the other list.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would say Boston. I mean, I'm not disputing your numbers, Hot. I'm not disputing your numbers. I'm just saying, man, it just sounds like that.
I asked it another way.
Go ahead.
Celtics 590. They're 1. Bulls is 2 at 543. Cavaliers at 3, 523.
I can see that. What you call him, the shooting guard, what's his Mitchell shoots a bunch of threes.
Yeah, okay. So we
Donovan
got
Mitchell, yeah.
Celtics, Bulls, Cavs, Warriors, Nets, Grizzlies,
Oh
Hornets,
wow,
Knicks,
Nets.
Bulls, Suns, Bucks,
Oh yeah,
Mavericks.
coach. Not to cut you off, Hawk. This is why I just stopped watching the game. I'm a Nets fan, but I stopped watching. Jordy Fernandez said he wants the team to take 53s a night, miss or make. They
Oh my
want
Oh
53s a
God!
God.
night, and
And
we don't have
who
no real
only
3-point
the
shooter.
only one that can make them is Cam Thomas.
Yep.
Exactly, and he's been
Because
hurt.
what you call him is a hired gun. The other dude, what's the not Cam, the one from Duke that they saying they gonna get rid of, not Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is a gunner.
You talking about Cam Johnson?
Johnson, yeah, he's the
Yeah.
best shooter on the team, as far as 3-point shooter. Now Cam Thomas is probably the best gunner though.
He's the best scorer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best scorer.
Yeah, he's a gunner, but his 3-point percentage is not as good as Cam Johnson's.
No. Yeah.
Cam
Yo, I
Johnson
didn't
should
even.
probably be the only one on that team, honestly, to shoot threes, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Thomas every once in a while. But I like Cam Thomas' game, though, because he be gunning, yo.
I think they're gonna
Yeah,
try to
I
build
like Cam
around him.
Thomas too. But I never would have thought they were shooting threes like that.
I didn't
It's
think that
ridiculous,
either.
bro. It's
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
And
But
I bet
that's
you our
what's wrong,
percentages in the
Hawk, with
garbage.
that's right there is what's wrong with the game, though, because you got a team like the Nets out here doing all that. Like really?
Yeah. That's why you limit, in my opinion, you limit the number of threes. I've heard them talk about moving the line back, only extending it to the corners, not taking it to taking the corners away, only extending the 3-point line to like the top of the key, like a semicircle around the top of the key and move it back. But to me, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense because the corner three is still going to be the corner three, and analytics tells you to shoot the corner three. You can't. There's nothing you can do about the corner three unless you widen the court.
But if it's not worth 3 points, then people will.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, he's saying stop the line like a semi arc at the top. So all the anybody that sits in the corner beyond that line on that arc, that's a 2-point shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like that as much.
I don't either.
I just think they should just stop letting the analytics people dictate how the game should be played. I think in all sports, for that matter.
That you can't. No, because if it's about winning, then why would you use the math to win? Like that's.
I mean, there's evidence.
The
like
other
Dusty
thing-
Baker won all those World Series, and he's not an analytics guy. Houston, up until recently, they've been one of the best teams in baseball, and they don't depend on not in the postseason. Dusty Baker and Reggie Jackson doing old school
Right.
in Houston.
When a coach says we're going to take 53s, make or miss, it's because that's what the numbers say do.
I know, and that's my frustration because we are. I think the Nets are 13th now in the Eastern Conference. We're horrible, man. And then,
I think the other thing about it, the other thing is, I think it's because the game is being promoted internationally so much, and that's their style of play. And you try to promote these international stars who learn the game a certain way with spacing, which is it's actually a beautiful way to play. But what we've taken from it is like we always do in America. We take the worst part and then promote it. If we were to just have American players who come from the inner cities where they're not shooting the threes, where they are learning, handling, going to the basket, dunking on people, what we found entertaining growing up, I think it would make a difference. In order to expand the game, they had to, I guess, spread the floor and those guys shoot threes, your Lucas, your Jokers, you know, that's what they do over in Europe. But they also drive to the basket. They also do a lot of other things. They play complete game over there. We just took that portion of it, and that's what we use for entertainment now. And it's not really entertaining to us. None of us want to see that. So that's where they got to figure it out. I mean, Hawk, I think you should just go ahead and set up the meeting with Adam Silver, man.
Yeah. Yo, Adam, if you listening, I got a suggestion for you, brother. A little consultant fee on top of it. We get it together.
Yeah.
But I saw a video earlier today with a young man discussing this, and he added in the idea that basketball is no longer an urban sport. That
Nope.
you got to have money to participate.
Yep.
As a young person, or as a family trying to support a young basketball player.
Yep.
So, that hunger, that desire, that grit that comes from the mean streets, wherever they may be, is kind of taken out of the equation. Jokers is too comfortable, they're too spoiled.
Yep.
They're used to being pampered, So
the biggest narrative in sports, particularly in America and basketball, is that most of our players come from single parent households. When it's actually the complete opposite. Most of the NBA players, African American players, come from two-parent households, middle class, upper middle class households. To your point, Hawk, it costs a lot of money, and I know Kay, you know this, having a son, AAU, you're looking at 700 to 1,000 easy, and that's when you first starting out, third grade,
Yeah.
and unless your talent dictates, you're gonna continue paying that over the course of them playing, you know. Um, so that is very true. It's no longer an urban sport because it just costs too much money to participate.
that's crazy. That's a crazy idea because we associate with basketball with the streets, and the urbanness of basketball. Like that's an ill thought to say that's where because in a way it's a good thing, right? In a way, knowing that children are coming from stable two-family households, but you lose something on the other side. That's that grit, that grind. So that's ill. It's an ill thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man. So Kai brought up a very good point on the promo today. I failed to mention that 2024 was the year of women's basketball. He, what I'm saying, got us on point. So I wanted to discuss that. 2024 being the year of women's basketball's coming out party.
Yeah. And I think the year being kind of capped off, if you will, by I think last week, Juju Watkins versus Paige Becker's prime time on Fox. UFC, and it being such a good game that was a cherry on top for it, man.
Yeah. I love the way it was promoted because the year before they built it up. You had South Carolina, LSU, Iowa. They built it up. Then you had those people, that group of young ladies get to the WNBA, which helped that explode. And then you had the next wave kind of coming into college with Juju, Paige, the girl that's at Notre Dame. It definitely was the year of women's basketball, and it was great to see, because it's the basketball we actually want to see.
Kay got
Outside.
a museum down there.
I see Kay cutting
I
the
just wanted Hawk to see it.
I mean,
Ain't no hate.
Didn't get a college jersey. He went right to the league.
Oh wow!
I said the GOAT didn't get a college jersey. He went right to the league. Straight.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
There go another GOAT right here, though.
Yeah.
Weber.
Very underrated. Very underrated. Man.
Oh man, is he?
He don't get the accolades he deserves.
Nah.
Kings, he was killing jokers, B.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
If only for that timeout.
Right. Right,
Man.
right.
But you know what
But
though?
man, in college, that boy was a beast.
In all
Yes, he
honesty,
was.
now that we've seen like a bunch of different people fumble the ball in that sense, I don't really think about Chris Webber's, timeout that much, to be honest with you. Which I like, you know, there's certain people who just can't. Bill Buckner with the joint through his legs.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Lett at the goal
Yeah,
line, running the whole like it's mad different events that Jokers just will never live down.
right.
His
Yeah.
career kind of like he was able to live that down.
Yeah, because the thing is, because once he got to the pros, he showed improvement in the pros too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was so incredible as a
Yeah,
Yeah,
pro.
he was nice.
that
And
I
the
mean,
thing,
he did his thing. Even starting off up in Golden State, but his Sacramento days, man, he was tough, man, and
woo,
that
Oh man,
team was tough, yo.
he put Sacramento on the map. Him and
Yeah,
sure did.
that
Washington
team
Wizards.
was tough, yo.
If it
yeah,
wasn't for Kobe and Shaq, he
Yeah,
would have a chip.
yeah.
Robert Ory and all them, yup, with that Robert Ory team, like beating them, like yeah, they had a chance because they was going at it. It's just that they couldn't get through them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Flying, right?
Yeah, man. Peja Stojakovic, right? That
Yup,
Yep.
was a squad.
Mike
Yo,
Bibby,
Mike
Mike
Bibby.
Mike
Bibby.
Bibby.
Yes.
Yep.
yup,
Yes.
Doug Christie and all them, like they was going hard, yo.
Yeah.
Damn, Doug Christie. That's right. Yeah, that was a
Who's the
squad.
coach now? That's what's crazy.
Yup,
Doug Christie is the
Who's
coach.
Doug Christie?
So
Who's he coaching? He's
he
coaching
coached
now.
Sacramento now.
he's Sacramento.
Oh, that's the replacement.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so
That's ill. That's ill. That's ill. What y'all think about that though?
I mean, I
um,
think you got to bring somebody back, who knows the days of when they were good. I think that's the perfect person, but I don't know. Your team is your team. How your team
yeah.
is configured, I don't know if coaching can really change that.
I
Look,
think they're gonna gut it. I think they're on the way to gutting it, to be honest. 'Cause I think that's part of what it is. Them getting Mike Brown falling out with DeRozan and Fox and all that stuff. And
Yep.
I think they're gonna gut that team.
wow.
And speaking of it, isn't Vlade Divac the general manager too?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So yeah, that Doug Christie things makes sense. He was there.
teammates.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna, I don't think he's gonna stay there. Or he might.
Now,
It
see,
depends. If they gut the team out, he may stay as the coach.
yeah, I think he's gonna stay. They got to figure it out. I mean, even when they did go to the playoffs last year and had that turnaround or whatever, they still had like a small backcourt. It wasn't your typical kind of NBA team that vies for a championship.
Right, right. You didn't look at them as a threat.
No, you looked at them. Oh, they're gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a good game, but
Yeah,
that was about it. You know. Um, so and look, at the end of the day, it's tough to win in Sacramento because it's tough to live in Sacramento
yeah,
for them guys to be happy there. You know. So
yeah. Like it's getting, I guess, getting better now. But I remember even when Chris was playing out there, man, it's like they used to use the cowbells out there. They were just like basically like
yeah,
they
yeah,
that was their
Wow.
whole thing inside the stadium. They would be ringing cowbells.
yeah, and nobody's comfortable
Wow.
with that.
That's crazy. So what else big in 2024?
Chiefs still dominant.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
With some help from their friends. Every week.
Do y'all like? Is that just a narrative? Like, let me. Is that just a narrative? Like, once social media and online gets a hold of and just runs with it, or is that really people really? Do you guys really feel like that's what's going on?
I don't. I think that the
I don't.
the
I
officiating is
don't.
horrible all around
I
this
think
year.
so too. I think it's all around, man. I think it's a narrative that people are just latching on to. Because I mean, I just be watching the games, man, and I just see this stuff. It's just bad plays and it's bad calls in every game, man.
Or not
It
calls.
is funny with Kansas
Yeah.
City though because they
Calls.
do get a lot of
Yo,
favors.
I'm not saying it is a setup. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is my eyes are not lying to me. So when I see something happen right in front of the ref, and he's just like, "No, I'm good." It's like, really, you're not gonna throw the flag on that? That's interesting. That's
they're
interesting.
bad. They're horrible.
But it's, it's not just they get the luck of the draw a lot of times. Like they had the field goal at bong, and it's, I mean, like it's just Kansas City always got a weird ending to their wins. There's always something going on. It's just so. Is it just a narrative? I don't know, Kay. I'm just saying every week, week in, week out, it looked funny.
Well, also too, you got to think too. Kansas City has a bunch of veteran players that maybe know how to get the calls and maybe know how to do certain things at a certain time.
Yeah,
like you can't. One thing you can't do is like Tom Brady. You can't give Mahomes the ball at the end because he's gonna make it happen.
that's done. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't. That's why I'm asking you guys because I mean, I do see stuff happening, but I see stuff watching it all the time, and it's not like the Chiefs are on TV all the time. But I see a lot of people always online. So basically, when you're online, that means you just going to find specific calls and you just posting those specific calls. You could do that in any game.
In any game, yeah. I agree.
I mean, the good mind to go and get Kareem Hunt after Pacheco went down,
Right.
and to get the production that they got out of him, I'm like, man.
And then go get D-Hop, get Juju. Go get Juju. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like, is it the point that they just got a bunch of veteran guys that know how to get it done and know how to get calls? It's just like even the fouls. It's just like, the whole James Harden thing. He knows when you put your arm out, he's just going to come up through it. Like certain older guys know how to do certain things at certain points of the game or a certain time. They know how to do certain tricks that just going to get them over. Is it partly that?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably, yeah, I guess so.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I do know. Well, one thing. I mean, I'm gonna see this year how it plays out. Because they still do have a good record, and it just seems like a vulnerable team all season.
Every week,
Yeah.
like every week, their wins come down to like 3 points, 2 points, a point.
Except for us.
5
And that's why I thought we had a chance to beat them. I was just like, yo, they're vulnerable. And then they go against us and maybe have their best game of the season. They blew us out.
They put a show on Christmas
You'll see
Day.
what they're all about this week. When they sit Mahomes, Kelsey, if they win
they're gonna lose that game.
If they win that, then what can you say?
What's the next game? What's the next game?
Broncos, I think.
They play the Broncos, and they ain't playing nobody, and the Broncos need to win. So the Broncos should blow them out, to be honest.
Yeah, they're going to play Carson Wentz.
So.
Yeah. So you can't even count that game.
I mean, but like Coach said, you're going to see what they made, what type of squad they really have.
I mean, Carson Wentz wants to get on a team, man. So he might go out there and do something.
No, everybody that's out there going to be out there on that second or third team is going to be out there playing hard. It's just that are they going to be good enough? That's the question. But they definitely they ain't out there to lay down. They're going to be out there trying to play hard.
I don't count this game.
Huh?
And they need to game to. I still think they needed to get the home field the whole way through.
No, they got it already.
Oh, they do have it.
Yeah, that's why they fitting everybody. They got it already.
Okay.
They 15-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best record in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Overall.
Man, like, don't get it twisted. In my opinion, my humble opinion, Andy Reid is the best coach in the NFL today. And Pat Mahomes, even though he's having a down year, he is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like
he knows how to win. He knows how to win.
And I've seen him magic. Like I seen him have how many seconds he marched up the field to get the field goal? Was that year? Was that? And Dak blew like.
You talking about the time when they beat Buffalo?
Yeah,
he got that joint down. He got that joint down the field in like 18 seconds, didn't he?
Yeah.
Come on, man. This dude is next level. He's,
Yeah.
He's something else. Lamar, Josh, all these guys are incredible, but Pat Mahomes, in my book, is just on another level. He's another level tier.
Yeah.
And he's doing it now on, with a hurt ankle. Like, he got half a wheel out there.
Yeah.
It's just the energy, something that unfortunately Dak Prescott is missing. It's just like a imprint that the quarterback puts on everybody else. He wills the team to victory. Mm-hmm. That's why it'd be like not a lot of points, just barely in it. But come on, let's go, y'all. We got this. Last play, last series, we gonna own this.
I think part of it, to be honest, too, it's the Tom Brady part of it too, because I think that when they call in plays, I think they're kind of like vetoing certain plays in certain instances during the game because they understand what the scenario calls for, and they're like, no, we're gonna do this, and then or they're giving options. They're like, okay, we're going to option A or option B, and once they get to the line and they read and then they see the defense and they put those guys in and they start moving around. That's the thing that when you say that Pat Mahomes has that Dak Prescott don't have,
Yeah. He don't have to run the play that's called.
Yeah.
And even speaking to the options part of it, like he'll throw a behind the back pass, an underhand pass, he'll
Preseason he
shoot
did
it
it
like
through the
it's a
legs.
basketball, he do some wild stuff out there.
Yeah, he does,
But he's just gonna make plays, and not a lot of I don't know of any quarterback really that has that confidence. I'm just gonna make a play.
Yeah.
Any way I can make it.
Yeah. And I mean, he has.
Because I don't even think Brady. I mean, real quick, Kyle, I don't think Brady even had that. Like that point of I'm gonna make a play. I'm gonna make a play. Any way, any wow. I mean, like because Brady's thing is just like he needed the time or somebody to just pop wide open. Mahomes don't need that. Mahomes will take off on you or run in and move around until somebody pops open and then throw the weird pass to them.
Yep.
The no looker.
Yeah.
And because I know this wholeheartedly because I had Travis Kelce on my fantasy team this year, and he's probably one of the most unselfish tight ends especially this season, that I've seen.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of that might be because he knows that Pat has so many other weapons, whether it's Worthy or D-Hop, like I said, or Kareem Hunt or whoever. But the other part of it is he just want to win. So he's doing blocks that I'm like, yo, I don't know if young, hungry tight ends is out. I don't know if Zach Ertz is throwing a block like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then now Hollywood Brown's back in the mix with them now, so it's just gonna get scary,
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just say end of it all. Sorry, I just don't want to see Buffalo win. If anybody else win, I want it to be Lamar out of the AFC.
I honestly think that the Ravens gonna win this year.
I'll be so happy with that. I just don't want to see Josh Allen win.
I think Josh Allen gonna win MVP though.
Yeah. His numbers are great. To me, from what I'm
Lamar's
seeing,
numbers are better though.
Lamar numbers are better, but if you do really like break it down and you look at what what Josh is doing this year with that team, you can say okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
No, I'm not saying
because I'm not even gonna front. I'll be looking at Buffalo like, yo, like who play for them? Like right. I mean, like you serious?
Yeah. Let them get a new coach and they'll be a Super Bowl contending team for sure.
Oh, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I just don't want Josh to win it because I think Lamar's numbers are better.
Yeah.
And they're better than when he won the MVP. And they're better with having Derrick Henry there. To me, that is crazy.
That is true.
That's the difference between him and Jalen Hurts because they both have stud running backs, but Lamar got likely.
I do think Josh gonna probably end up winning that MVP, but the Bills ain't gonna win no Super Bowl though. That team ain't winning no Super Bowl.
Well, hey, I still believe Saquon is going actually he could win the MVP if he gets that record. And he should get that record.
And he should. And to be honest, he should, coach. He really should, to be honest. He really should. But
I don't think they playing the whole
they're just
game.
thirsting with this whole thing with Josh, man. I don't know, man. I think it'll be I'll be shocked. But if Saquon gets that, and I'll be really shocked if he don't win it. If he gets that.
I think
And I'm
Saquon
gonna
can get
say
the record
because I think he's gonna get it. Like who they play? The Giants?
Yeah, he's gonna get the record in the first half. Might be the first quarter.
I'm not really sure though, Coach, because the Giants defensive line is kind of tough though.
No, they are. You know, and I don't think they're gonna play him like the whole game. I think they're gonna play him to see how it's going. Right, see how it's going, and if he's close, all right, cool. But if not, we're gonna sit you down because we got this wrapped up.
I don't know, man, because I mean, and if it goes that way, he might not get it because Saquon normally starts jumping up with big runs and getting big numbers like as the game go on. It'd be like the fourth quarter. Yep. It'd be like the fourth quarter when they start wearing down and then he start breaking through there. So I don't know. I mean, I hope
this is gonna be a tough one.
Get it. I hope he get it.
And for how he rolls, it's like, what do I care more about? Saquon getting that record, for our organization and for him, obviously, or the playoffs, because he's also injury prone at the end of the day. So he get hurt trying to trace a record, and y'all trying to trace a Super Bowl. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, this is a tough call. Tough call.
Yeah,
and it also depends on what's in his contract.
Well, he has a bunch of incentives. I saw it today, like to make the. Okay. He has a bunch of incentives to like that he can make a bunch of money from doing all those different things that he's going after.
Oh well.
So you haven't decided what they're gonna do with him yet?
No.
What y'all think? What y'all think?
If it's the incentive based, then hey man, you gotta go for that record and get that money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think the league is pressing for it. It's against the Giants, his old team, so it's a great narrative. It's a great story.
That's nice. That's nice.
The Giants, I'm telling you, the Giants are gonna stack the line. Like, yo, dude, if you want that, you run me over, dude, because we here.
Yeah, and Hurts
so trash, man.
Hurts still out, right? He's still out.
There's no need to play Hurts. There's no need for that game.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter for the Eagles to win or lose. At this point, though, it's only about Saquon getting the record. That's it. Yep. And that's why I think the Giants are just going to sit around the line, and just be like, "Yo, you got to run us all. You got to run through a brick wall."
Yeah. You got cats like Burns that are trying to justify their contract that they got. A bunch of young boys that want to stay on the team. It's crazy.
It's gonna be interesting.
If it doesn't matter, see, that's I'm thinking that you sit him 134 yards.
No, he only needs 100 yards.
That's it.
He only needs 100,
like 108, something like that.
Yeah. It's low.
I mean, not if they no, you're not gonna get this on us. You're not gonna get the. You're not gonna.
Does it still count if they?
You better pass the ball. We might lose 40-0 in the air. We're not gonna win the ball at all.
That's funny.
Does it count if he catches the ball out in the flat?
No.
Runs it? It has to be a run.
Record on the Giants.
It's running.
Historic. That's historic right there. That's like.
Yeah. That's 30 for 30. This is his 30 for 30 story right here.
30 for 30.
That is tough, yo. Because
he's a PA guy.
Yeah, because like you said, Kyle, like the Giants might be like, yo, for real, like AJ Brown, you can run the flat, you can run your slants all you want. Like we ain't even gonna put nobody on you.
We're not getting the record of the Giants. It ain't happening. No, it's not happening.
That'd be wild. We're not even gonna put nobody on you. We just gonna sit in the middle, yo.
And the thing about a pride thing, man, these dudes have Instagram just like the rest of us. Everybody been seeing the memes about Joe Shane and Saquon Barkley and how ridiculous the Giants are and how we the laughing stock of the league for a lot of reasons. The record being the number one reason, but them dudes is prideful, man. They're not gonna let Saquon celebrate on their watch.
Now the difference would be is that you know, some of them are ex-teammates, and it's like they're not mad at him. It's more or less the management, Joe Shane and all that against Saquon more than the teammates, because the teammates
Right.
is like, "Dag, I wish you would have stayed," but I get it, you know, get your money. So they could be like, "Hey man, hey, that's my guy, man. Like he was on my team.
Word.
I mean, I want to see him get the
Word.
record,
I
so it's
wouldn't be
all
mad
good
at
with
that.
me."
I would
Yeah.
not be mad at that because he's like an incredible guy on and off the
I
field.
think to be honest, I think that's more or less what you're gonna get. You're gonna get more guys. They're gonna play, but they gonna be like, I ain't mad at him. I want to see him get it.
Yeah.
And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? Nobody will tell the difference because that's how bad they've been all year.
Right, right.
Man,
Oh man.
I know y'all
He
had
had
the Josh.
one job, man.
I know y'all had the Josh Allen Lamar conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And what did y'all say? Who should get the MVP? I already know you.
That's what led us into the Saquon thing, because we were saying that if he gets the record, it would be hard to not give it to Saquon. But I was also saying that I think that, you know, it's almost already given to Josh almost.
Yeah. I mean, I think the media has anointed Josh,
Yeah,
but looking at the numbers, Lamar's numbers are better.
yeah.
And like I said, you know, his numbers being better than they were when he won the MVP
Crazy.
with Derrick Henry now, that's just nuts to me.
That's
You
crazy.
know.
That's crazy. I think they'll spread the love, Josh Allen, and I think it's deserving. No knock on Lamar.
Yeah.
Lamar's won it twice.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, I mean, he's doing his thing. His
Yeah.
numbers is crazy. He's winning, and he's winning with less than what Lamar
With
has.
less, yup. And I think that
Yeah.
the fact that Lamar has won it twice already, that's why I feel like I'm just like I feel like they're gonna give it to Josh, yo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If Lamar got it, I would understand. I could see that, and I would be happy to see his brother win it 3 times. But I
And
think
this is the year of the athletic white athlete.
really.
You know, we got Caitlin Clark, you know, on the women's side. In college, we got Cooper Flagg.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's, you know, that's where we at right now. You know, Juju messed it up on the women's side.
Don't connect.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yep. You know, it's you know, it's a trend there. It's a trend there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who else is tough though? Like as a team though, they got some Notre Dame, yo. Cause that other chick,
Oh
Hidalgo,
yeah,
the Hidalgo girl or whatever, she's
yeah.
tight. But that other girl, yo, Olivia, what's Miles or whatever her name, yo, that chick nice too. That wear the goggles.
Yep.
She
Notre
could, she,
Dame got a nice squad,
yo,
man.
they
And
tough, yo.
yep. So it's women's basketball is in real good hands. Real good
Yeah.
hands. Seeing the
Yeah,
resurgence of Tennessee this year, I think they
yeah.
undefeated.
Tennessee's undefeated, yo.
Yep. So
They got one of those games coming up. I think is it not Juju or it might be Page going to one of them are going about to go against McMillan Rutgers is coming up soon.
Yeah.
One of them are
okay.
playing. They playing Rutgers. One of them, one of those good teams like that. One of those girls. They going against Rutgers. I want to check that out and see how Kamani stacks up against one of those girls.
Mm-hmm.
January 5th, Juju coming to
Oh, it's
coming to
Juju.
the
Okay.
Oh,
ball.
it's Juju?
Yeah, I knew it was
January
one
5th.
of them. Yep.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's what, Sunday?
Yeah, it's coming up. I know it's one of them coming up. That one of those powerhouse girls is going against Rutgers.
Because it's
Oh,
it's
that's
Big
gonna be
East.
good.
I mean, not Big East. What is it? Big Ten.
Oh, that's right. They are in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Hell, that's wild that USC is in the Big Ten. Okay, that's nuts. Like
It'll
that.
be interesting. We'll see that because she out there doing the Allen Iverson move in the game. That's crazy.
She's a beast, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And we'll see her another two more years. She got us. You know, we'll see her.
Yeah.
But they have to go to junior year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. I mean, they're getting money, so why not?
Yeah.
They
So
have to play it out. Oh,
so
speaking of college, before you go that, I don't know if any of y'all are up on this new NCAA rule where JUCO does not count against your 4-year
yeah,
eligibility,
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
and how we may be seeing the 25 to 27-year-old senior
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't know
real
that. I
soon.
didn't know that, but I knew that without knowing that that was the rule. I just saw that. Who was it recently? A player played 2 years at another school, and then
Don't connect is older.
Yeah, Dalton Connect is old, and the quarterback from who started this is the
Mhm.
quarterback from Vanderbilt. He's the one that
Oh,
had the lawsuit, and he's going to get
mm,
another year. I think he's going to end up being like 26, 27 when he graduates.
wow.
wow,
So
Crazy.
that's going to be the new thing. You 18 years old, and you just go to JUCO for 2 years. You come into college at 20, 21 years old, and then you take the red shirt year,
Right.
and then you take your 4 years. Now, come on, you know, you
Talking
just
about grown men out there.
word.
Okay, so now we're dealing with another pool of athletes now who are older, more mature, more developed.
hmm
Does that add to the overall game on a professional level or no?
It should. It
It
should.
could. I think it. Yeah, it should. I think it should.
Yeah.
Now, what it hurts is the high school kid going to college out of high school. Because why would I give those scholarships to a high school kid when I can go now get that JUCO kid who's older and get the kid who's already in college in the portal?
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So high
yeah,
school
that's
kids
true.
are going to lose out.
True.
You know, going directly to college, they're going to have to go to JUCO. Um, you know,
Well,
so
I mean, if the overall goal is development, and if that development means that you have to maybe spend a little more time in college
hmm
before you get that look,
Yeah, it's not a horrible thing.
see, and
not
because
a horrible thing.
nah, because there's still NIL money, shit,
Right,
Right.
right.
You're getting NIL money from the time you're in high school. You can get NIL money. And
yeah,
here's
yeah.
the other thing: all these young athletes should graduate with at least a master's degree. At least.
Yeah, yeah. It's a win all around, really. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because
So
what my man, what AJ just got from BYU? How much money he got?
he got a 6.5 or 7 mil.
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yo, like they get more money than dudes in they third year in the pros.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the flip side of that, Florida State coach was just sued for reneging on
I saw that.
giving them their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What's that?
What's the coach
It
name?
was like over $1 million that
Well,
he
it
didn't.
was 1.5 million because it was 6 players at 250 apiece.
Damn.
And hey, you got to sign the paper. You can't just go off anybody's word. You know, and
Mhm.
that's what happened.
Wow.
Hey, Boise State might be about to get a little bit of the Colorado taste going on right now. They down 14-0 already.
Really? Who they playing?
Yeah,
They got that's what Penn State, right?
Penn State. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Genty? What's he doing?
nothing. It's the same thing with him. The Saquon thing that's going on. You know, he going for the record
For the
too,
record,
Gentry.
yeah.
And they stacking the box. Like go
Stacking the
ahead and
box. Yeah.
go past the ball. You ain't getting nothing going on right now. I think he
Right.
got like 2 yards rushing so far.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you force the issue, and don't do nothing else trying to get a record, which means you're gonna lose the game, and you
Yeah.
you risk injury.
Yeah.
You know. So that said, what's your man Cam Ward down here in Miami? He played the first half to get the record, and then sat the second half like, all right, I'm good.
And they lost.
And
I
they
mean, you know what? I'm not even mad at him because he got a lot of money on the line. You know, he probably will. Yeah, he top 5 pick easy.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he might be a giant.
Yeah, they're saying that. They're saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So what's the difference between that when we seen guys in the past not play the bowl game at all?
At all,
At
right?
least he played.
Right.
He like, yo, I played. Like word. Like seriously, like we seen guys like totally not show up. Period. I ain't planning that.
Right. But let me ask you. I mean, well, isn't that kind of better though? No, that's not better. Like,
nah. I mean, I think, but I get what you're saying because it's like, dude, y'all right. You played. We got a chance to win, and you just sitting on the sideline.
No, I mean, listen. As soon as I get my record, I'm chilling. As soon as I get my record, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all do y'all.
I'm sure that wasn't a surprise to anybody on the sidelines, though.
No,
I'm sure.
They probably came in saying that. He probably came in the game knowing that and saying that. So what about Saquon? Saquon get out there and get the record in the first quarter and go sit down. Is that equivalent or not?
Because that's what's going to happen. The moment Saquon get the record, it's a wrap. He's sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
If he get that, he break that first, play, 99 yards or whatever it is, boom, it's over with. He's not playing the rest of the game.
Last I'm playing with the team. It's the last game of the year. It's a bowl game.
That's true.
Do it for the youth.
It's kind of crazy, you know.
Do it for the youth. You know what I'm saying? It means some college tradition.
They don't care.
He not playing. He's not playing for the. They not in the playoffs. It's just a regular old bowl game.
Yeah.
Got you. I mean, I'm not judging either way because I get it. I do get it, but it's
I think it's different if it were in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I think he does that
in the 12-team playoff, definitely.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, I agree.
Genty just broke one for about like 12 yards, so now he got 14 yards.
He need how many to break the record?
Don't you need 100 or something?
Yeah, he needs 100 or something too. I don't know, but it's low. It's in the low hundreds.
And this is Barry Sanders' record.
No, this is whatchamacallit's record. The other dude, Barry Sanders one is the pro one, right?
Nah, Barry.
No, that's Dickerson.
It's the pro.
Oh no, that's Dickerson. That's Dickerson.
Barry Dickerson. Yeah.
Yeah, a 2,000 yard. Oh, this is the 2,000-yard game, but this is the most rushing yards ever.
I think this is
2,000.
Same thing.
Yeah. He just fumbled, but they trying to see if it count. Because dude ain't have his feet. Oh, he might have. Yeah, that might count. But he might have had his feet down before he jumped out. Yup.
Who do y'all have winning the college football playoffs?
I've seen a couple of let me see.
Because Georgia's quarterback is out. I mean, nobody's talking about Oregon. They haven't lost all year. So
talking about the Ducks.
It says single season rushing yards. Barry Sanders of Oklahoma State holds the record for single season rushing yards with 2,628 in 1988.
Oh, Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
I would say Penn State or Texas probably gonna win it, yo. Wow, Boise got it right back. Penn State fumbled right back the next play.
DJ Dax, Happy New Year, my brother. Valerie, Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Penn State or Texas.
Yeah, I like either one of them. I like either one of them. Nobody's talking about Oregon though, and they've been doing it all year.
Yeah, Oregon is tough though, but I got to see their first one because Oregon's in a tough one. They got to play Texas, so I think
Yeah.
Oregon's got to they got to go against Texas if they win that first game.
What's their first game again?
They play Ohio State.
Which Ohio State has been good too against Michigan.
Oregon play Ohio State, and Arizona State plays Texas.
Yeah, Texas, I think, gonna beat the.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the brakes.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be really bad.
Yeah. Speaking of Texas, looks like Quinn Ewers has been offered $6 million to jump in that transfer portal.
Oh,
we're gonna see a heavy dose of Arch Manning. No surprise there.
They said that Quinn might go to North Carolina with Belichick.
I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, $6 million.
What's your thoughts on Belichick at University of North Carolina? What do you think about that?
I don't. I mean,
I just want to see him on a recruiting trail. I just want to see how that plays out.
I was listening. I think it was Mel Kiper. They were saying he's not doing it. He's not going to do it. They have their recruiting coordinators that are all in place. They said since COVID, I don't know, but this is just what the people are saying, that recruiting has been different anyway. A lot of that stuff is Zoom and all that anyway. But they were saying that he's going to let his coordinators tell the parent that his pedigree speaks for itself, and he doesn't need to go to their homes or even go into the Zoom to meet with them. It is what it is. That's what they say is going to happen now. What happens?
And you know what?
That's crazy.
You know what? That can work. That can work if you lead with the check.
Right.
That's all these kids want to
do. Right, with
How
the
much
check.
money you got for me?
I think it's irrelevant, to be honest, because I just don't think that. I don't know if he really mattered to college football or to it. Period. At this point, I don't think it matters.
Mm-hmm.
It's all gonna come down, like you said. If people go there or do whatever, I don't think they running it because they like, oh, Bill Belichick's the coach. I don't think he matters like that.
Right. It's about. I think it matters for those kids who are in the portal, but kids coming out of high school and all that, they not going. I don't think they're going to care. I think those guys who have like that last year and they're getting ready to go to pros and they want to kind of get that knowledge from him, I think that those guys are going to gravitate towards him.
Like the Quinn Ewers and all that. Like guys like that's older, that's trying to do whatever, that can get on that. Like you said, that makes sense. But like you said, like a high school dude right now and that's a 5-star or anything, like I don't think they looking at the check.
Yeah, that's it.
Because the way they were explaining it, like in college basketball, because somebody was telling me the reason that Woj went to his alma mater to left ESPN and did that is because they're paying him a lot of money. I mean, he wants to do it too, but they're paying him a lot of money because big names are going to, in the college programs, are going to make the donors put more money into the programs. And when they have more money into the programs, they can attract better players because they can give them bigger NIL bags. So to your point, I'm thinking about it out loud because that really just puts the exclamation point on the fact that it's not about the recruiting process. It's about how you can get more money into the program and funnel that to the player.
Delaware State just did it by hiring Deshaun Jackson, who has no connection whatsoever to HBCUs, to Delaware area outside of playing in Philly.
In Philly, you're right. The Eagles.
He's from California.
With Michael Vick with just got.
But see, Mike Vick is different.
Mike Vick is from Virginia.
He's from Norfolk, and he's at Norfolk State. That's a little different.
Yeah. But let me ask you a question. Isn't that kind of amazing? After the scandal, him doing time, his whole history, to see where he's ended up is kind of an amazing story.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, even before that, when he was back on, broadcasting or out there, back up there, commentating, that was dope for him.
Yeah. I think he's done a phenomenal job, and I think he's going to be great for kids, and anybody with a story, who's fallen down, gotten back up, still been successful. I think it's good for kids, and I think he knows the game and understands the game at a very high level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he understands these kids too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Deshaun Jackson should hire Fabian Thorne, huh?
Yeah, he should.
Delaware State. Fabian went there.
Bear. Big shout out. He started high school football.
Yeah, Bear went there.
He went to Del State. Yeah, he still gets a lot of love there still. I've seen him down there a couple times at various events. And I think he's in like the Ring of Honor, I think, or something like that, whatever that is. Like he did numbers at Del State. Yeah. Big shout out to Bear, Fabian Thorne, no doubt. So let me ask you guys, what's some like highlights from 2024 sports wise? Events, games, matches.
Definitely, like Kyle mentioned, like the women's come up. That was a good one.
Yeah, the Olympics with Simone Biles again.
Yeah,
definitely.
Noah Lyles at the Olympics. Winning the 100.
Also, to the Liberty getting it done.
New York Liberty finally getting it done. Yeah,
that's mine too. Oh man.
Yep.
Yes.
And that was a hard fought series, and especially that last game. That last game was crazy.
And I mean, look, not for nothing. And I know Hawk gonna kill me for saying this, but Bronny being drafted by the Lakers, playing with his father.
That's huge.
It's dope.
Huge.
Was that 2024 that Bron got the record, the scoring title?
Right. Was that?
I feel like that was last season.
Or was it? Or was that? But was that the end of last season? Like at the end,
right?
Like how we are now, like the begin, like at this point, but in 23.
Right. Let me check.
It might have been the end of 23.
What's that?
When
LeBron got the record.
Oh, that was 23.
That was 23? Okay.
Yeah, but that was big. I mean, and because I'm equal opportunity, Jordan finally sold his house in Chicago after being on the market for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's real good.
No doubt. What else happened in the world of sports during 2024?
Oh, Jake Paul being the biggest earner in boxing.
I was about to say Mike Tyson taking that dive.
Thank you, Kay.
No, I'm just messing with you, huh?
Come on, bro.
Oh, man.
You can't tell me if Mike Tyson didn't want to put the pressure. Man, come on, son. Mike want to put the pressure on. It's done. It's a wrap. Jake Paul, son. Nah.
I mean, it's two. One is super obvious because we've been talking about it. Travis Hunter, just that his entire season was historic. But then, I mean, on a kind of off the field, but still in the realm of sports. I mean, Juan Soto getting that bag from the Mets.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was that number?
Was it 640?
750.
Oh,
7 something. 700. 700.
It's like 750 or close to 750. Yeah. Because the Dodgers bailed out at 650.
How about the Yankees, who's only $5 million short or something like that?
Yeah. I want to say it was like the Yankees was 730 and the Mets game was 735, something like that.
Yeah.
And, it wasn't far apart.
But they said that it was the extra stuff that he wanted, that the Mets gave him. Like he wanted like all this other stuff with he wanted his own suites and all that stuff. And it was like, yo, Judge, and none of them never got that. Nobody ever got that stuff. And the Yankees just wouldn't give him that extra, those little perks. And he went with the Mets just because he got those extra little perks.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
somebody wrote a story about his mom one time getting a hard time moving about Yankee Stadium, in the back areas. And I don't know how true this is, but somebody said that his mom always had a bad taste in her mouth by the way that security treated her, which I don't know. Look,
She looked
I'm
like
not,
another Dominican in the Bronx, man. That's all that was.
and and I'm saying, like, you got to kind of give the Yankees a little bit of a benefit of a doubt because Yankee Stadium is not just a baseball stadium; it's a historic landmark in New York, and it's crazy shit happened.
Yeah,
So
man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hold that against him, but hey, I mean, it's his choice, so why not?
Yep.
It happens, man. They gave Spike Lee, and everybody knows who Spike Lee is.
That's so true.
Spike Lee done
With the
had
Garden.
season tickets for like 50 years with the Knicks, and they still got on him about coming through a certain entrance at this. So what do you expect?
It's New York, man. It's the arrogance of New York.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Well,
You know.
just that's New York. The Mets ain't like that.
They got to win now.
Well, no, it's the premier team in New York. So it's the Yankees and Knicks. Like the Nets and the Mets, not like that, you know.
Mets ain't going nowhere, man.
Treated Charles Oakley horribly.
Yo, so what do you guys think that? I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out with this the Finney Smith trade, man. Like, because like isn't like everybody like, oh, now we got the 3-and-D guy, but what was Cam supposed to be?
Yeah.
What is Vando supposed to be? Like
Yeah.
I don't get this whole thing. Like, unless they're gonna ship them out, the rest of them out, because they still need a center.
Yeah, it seemed like they just stockpiling on the same guy. And
They
it's
still
like,
need a center.
yeah, they don't have anything new.
What centers out there?
Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Get somebody like that. You can try to get Vooch. I keep saying they need somebody like a Vooch because Vooch can shoot and he's a big body. But they need a center. Bottom line, they need a center, yo. Because if they could get a center that can give them something, a serviceable center that can give them something that they could go with heavy minutes, because then that can move 80 to the 4. That's gonna make them tough.
Yep.
It's gonna make them tough.
Yep.
And then longest, and then if Finney Smith could be there and not turn into like anybody else, like Michael Beasley or anybody, because everybody comes to the Lakers and stop and forget how to shoot. Like Gabe Vincent, like now, like Gabe Vincent can't shoot now here on the Lakers. He gonna go somewhere else and become a sniper again, just like like Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley out there just making threes like it's nothing now.
Malik Beasley.
I mean Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley. It's somebody else. What's his name? Somebody else we had for like a half a year, and we bought it into.
Yeah, not dude for that play for Milwaukee now, right? With the dreads. And it was somebody else before too, man. I just was like, yo, they came to the Lakers and can't shoot no more.
Yeah, no, that always happens. I don't know if it's living the LA life or what it is, but
I was kind of disappointed. I thought, especially being a Japanese kid, I thought Ryu Hachimura would do really well with the Lakers. I don't watch enough games to see how he's doing, but I thought I would hear more from him by now.
Let me say this though. Hachimura might be one of the better turnouts of coming to the Lakers and actually doing something.
Okay, good.
To be honest, I'm talking about like, because he was basically what he's doing now when he was with the Wizards, but he's still doing that for the Lakers.
Yeah.
He's still doing that for the Lakers, and Hachimura is actually good for the Lakers.
Yeah. He's a better Larry Nash Jr.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He hasn't made the jump. I think we're all expecting him to make a jump, and he hasn't. He is who he is.
Yeah.
He hasn't made the jump, but he hasn't fell off either.
Right.
He's a more consistent Kuminga.
He fumbled again.
I don't know. Kuminga had 30 the other night, though.
He did. Hachimura never had 30.
Twice.
Hachimura is starting to make them threes, though. He's shooting threes and he making them.
That's because he see Connect over there about to take his minute. So.
Right.
But did they put Connect on the bench?
Shoot, they've been playing Christie lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's them trying to promote him for a trade or what. I don't know what's going on, but they've been playing him lately.
Wow.
Do you think it's a front office thing? Do you think it's a LeBron thing? Is it just an overall bad chemistry thing?
I think it's all of that. Because I think early on with the Lakers, when LeBron first got there, I think the moves Pelinka was making were dictated by Kobe.
Yeah.
You know, and then after that, the moves because it became dictated by LeBron, and then when that didn't work out, now they just kind of flying in the wind. They just trying whatever, or not doing anything at all.
Right.
At the same time, you know. So I think they're missing leadership in the front office.
And Jeannie is loyal to a fault. So if anybody's going to fire Rob Pelinka, Jeannie is somebody's going to have to come in and just tell her why this team is not well, and you need to make a change.
Yeah,
they would have to not make the playoffs and be, you know, like in the lottery, and it would have to be crazy. You know, guys start asking for trades, all kind of stuff.
But right now, like on the low and sneakily, they're sliding up in the standings because they've been winning some games, and they like in what, like fifth place.
I think they're fifth right now.
Yeah,
that's not shabby in the West, man.
They're fifth right now, and everybody from 2 to like 6 is like clumped in the same bunch.
Yeah,
and that's because the West is so competitive. Everybody's just beating up on each other.
They are, y'all.
Right. The only standout team right now is OKC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we called that from back in August.
Yeah,
that was coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with OKC, Chet has been out for a while with them. He ain't even there. So wait till Chet come back. You know, they really gonna be rolling.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really understood what he was doing. What was that, 5 years, 6 years ago, when he got rid of everybody?
Right.
And clean house, and geez, man.
Oh no, he's looking like a genius for getting rid of Paul George.
Yes.
You know, looking like a genius.
Yep.
Talk about falling off. Paul George be out there. He might not give you 10 points now.
Are you serious? Just like that?
Yes. Look at Paul George's numbers lately, yo. Actually, all season.
He looks bad. He looks bad out
He
there.
looks bad, yo. Like Paul George ain't even like putting up no numbers, yo.
And he's starting to get that thing, that AD thing where, yo, if he falls, he might be out a while.
Yeah. And back to the original conversation, that thing with the stars might be killing the NBA just as much as the 3-point shooting, because between him and like prioritizing
Kawhi,
Kawhi,
not playing.
Yeah.
You don't get that I don't think in any other sport.
Nah, you don't.
Players just sit down.
Yeah, you don't. Because like look at the Mahomes. Look what Mahomes just did. He had the high ankle sprain. Everybody was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna play. They gonna send him down. They don't need him." He out there playing still. And you talking about the roughest sport ever. Like football is how much you can't get any rougher than that.
And he had a game like what, 4 days later? It was Saturday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
It killed me because the person I played against in fantasy had him that Saturday, and I'm like, "Oh, he's not gonna play." Not only did he play, he had like 30 points that day.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that doesn't happen in any other sport. You know, in fact, you know, if it happens in any other sport, you might be shipped out or cut or whatever the case may be. NBA, they doing this.
I was about to say
on the
that.
regular.
I was about to say that, Hawk. Guaranteed contracts. They guarantee get their money. In football, you don't. So they like, yo, you better get your behind out there, or X is gonna take your spot.
I'm all for it. Guaranteed contracts.
I'm all for guaranteed contracts, but you there has to be something there that, yo, you got to play.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. You don't want to hurt the game.
Because what Embiid is doing,
Oh,
It's a travesty.
he should be severely punished. Like that's
He's
Yeah.
a bad guy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
no. A sniper
that's-
should take him out.
Yeah, Embiid is wilding, yo.
this day and age, coach, don't say that, please. Dude, it's crazy out there right now.
Yo, Embiid is straight wilding, yo. Like it's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, he don't practice, he don't play, nothing.
I'm still tight, and I'm not even a Knicks fan, but I'm still tight about what he did to Mitchell Robinson in the playoffs last year. Like that's just not a good guy all around, man.
Yeah,
And he's still not playing.
Joel Embiid though, because like you said, it's not just him sitting out. I mean, is he a dirty player? We've seen him do
I think so.
I think he's a dirty player. I don't think he's a good guy. I think he's bad for the locker room. There's nothing about this guy, and even back when he was in college, you could see glimpses of it. He's just not a good dude. He's just concerned about himself.
Wow.
That's it.
Unfortunate.
And he does some cute, kind of quirky, funny things, with the media that,
Yeah, he's like a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's like a wrestler.
All that playing to the crowd and all that.
That's funny.
Like, yo, I'm a Nets fan, so we had some, even though they beat us every time, we had some first round battles with the Sixers over the past couple of seasons. And I seen him one time kick Nick Claxton in the back, and he went flying to the foul line, and nobody called nothing. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This dude is out here kicking people. I'm just glad that people see it now.
Yeah. But he's robbing the Sixers blind.
Shit, Daryl Morey is too. Trust the process.
Yeah. Apparently, that's the place you want to be if you want to rob somebody.
Surprised Chris Paul didn't go there.
So,
They got Tyrese Maxey.
so brothers, I want to have a conversation, right? But I want to skate around this conversation carefully, right? No shade, no disrespect, right? Travis Hunter, probably. Is it wild to say he's the greatest collegiate athlete we've ever seen? One of the greatest collegiate athletes we've ever seen.
I mean, well, we can't say it because we haven't really seen him compete in other sports. Because, I mean, look, Julie, like, I'm just thinking off the top, Julius Peppers played at a high level on North Carolina basketball team and football team.
Okay, let's just say football.
Yeah.
Let's just say football.
I have seen clips of him playing on basketball though.
No, I've seen clips too. Yeah.
But that's
football,
clips. But that's clips though. But that's only clips of him like playing pickup with whoever. Like
right. But I'm just the idea that this dude plays the volume of plays that he does in a football game, offense and defense.
That's incredible.
And excel at a high level. And the awards, best defender, the defender of the year. He's got the Heisman. He's got like three, 4 different national awards. It's like, wow, this dude is like super next level, and I can't wait to see him on the professional field. I can't wait to see that.
What about the fact that he said that he's most likely going to be a D-back, not a wide receiver?
I think that affects his money tremendously.
Because that's what they said. They said he's entering the draft as a primary defensive back.
Isn't a cornerback? Well, I know he said D-back, but is a cornerback a higher paid position than a wide receiver?
No, wide receiver is the highest paid position on the field right now. Outside
of quarterback. Yep.
I thought left tackle was the second highest.
No, that's third.
That's third now. Okay.
Quarterback, receiver, left tackle.
Yep.
Or right tackle if it's lefty quarterback. But,
And Jamar Chase up in that, I'm sure.
We're about to get some money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, considering Deion Sanders was a DB, he's probably going to return punts and kickoffs. I can see that. But I just, how he's projected to go right now, he'll go down as one of the greatest football players that we've ever seen.
Definitely. He definitely could.
He could. Now, with all this extra antics and all this stuff that's being added in, that joint can start smearing, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it a train wreck on the off the field?
It's absolutely a train wreck.
I hate to say it, but it smells like it,
Yeah,
it really smells like it.
The internet sleuths are bringing out all types of stuff. Oh man, they sleuth him.
yeah.
I hate to say it because it smells like it, and you guys, we already know, man. Like when you cannot not be focused and do what you got to do, it affects you, man. Totally affects you, and I smell it, yo.
Yes, it's bad. Every move he's made outside of on the field has been terrible.
Yes, man.
Terrible. This girl, her brother's his best friend apparently. Lil Wayne as the agent, like everything he's doing right now, and it's contrary to everything that Prime was trying to teach these kids.
Yes, I'm
That's
like,
what's so confusing right now.
it is very confusing, man. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
I didn't know that Lil Wayne had an agency.
He don't.
When the real goes wrong. Oh, God. Jeez. And my thing is like, I'm with it, man. Like, yo, but dang, you could go to Clutch. There's so many, at least Clutch. Go to Clutch.
Even Master P had an agency at some point. Rock Nation has an agency.
Rock Nation,
Yo, do y'all realize Lil Wayne's manager right now is his engineer? That's who's controlling his career right now. He no longer has Cortez,
Oh my God! Like I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about it, what I can say is that I just don't know about that decision, man. I really don't know.
Because the kind of data, all respect to Lil Wayne, all right, because I don't know nothing about what he does in his business and all of that. But the type of day-to-day person that athlete like Travis Hunter is gonna need in this climate, especially like we just said, we don't gotta keep talking about his off the field stuff with his relationship. That alone is gonna need a PR department. But then all his other stuff, like he's the type of attention and negotiation that he's gonna need. Come on, man, this is crazy.
And that's the thing when I say, and that's why I say even with it, and it's just like it's gonna be a tough task for them both. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily saying that Lil Wayne can't do it. I'm just saying that it's a tough job with all of that stuff that was going on with Travis now with his girl and all that. If Lil Wayne had somebody that had less drama, something easy, more going, because everybody has to start somewhere. And I get that. So everybody has to start somewhere. So, but if Lil Wayne had a different client right now without all of this extra stuff, then I can see that even working far as for Lil Wayne's sake. But for them two together at this point to have, I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Not a good look.
It's interesting because first of all, Shedeur Sanders, probably the top quarterback prospect coming out of college this year. One of the top 2-3 quarterbacks coming out of college this year. Right?
Definitely.
He won the Johnny Unitas Award as the top quarterback in college. Right. Primetime son, we know Prime is in terms of Deion Sanders and what he brought to the game on and off the field, on and off the court. His entertainment value was next level. We had never seen anything like him in college coming to pros.
Right.
would think Shador would be the reckless one, but he's so level-headed, and he's so like, you know, he's a star, but he's not caught up. That's what it seems to me. Somebody asked him about being in love, and he was like, in love? Nah, I'm not in love with anyone. I have love for people for sure, but I'm not delusional. What he said. I was like, wow.
Also, too, you haven't heard a peep about who's representing him.
No.
And he's like nothing. I don't know, man.
Something is just not right.
That's all I'm
About this.
saying about this whole thing with Travis. Just something that I
Yeah.
just don't know. It ain't like, come on, man.
And every time something comes out, it's just not right.
Right.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I hope either some changes or something happens quickly. But this is not what, knowing what Prime was trying to do with these kids.
To me, it goes against it.
It goes, yes. It
And it's
does
like,
not track.
yeah, it's like, I guess Prime at this point, he's like, hey, man, I only can take you but so far, man. Like, I can't, you know.
That part, man. I mean, I think it's more of that, Kay. I think Prime has a lot going on itself.
Yeah, he's like, I
grown.
gotta recruit, I gotta coach, I gotta still like you on your way out the door, dude. No disrespect, but you on your way out of my program at this point. I've done what I had to do. My job's done with you. You know, now I gotta go on to these next kids. So I mean, maybe it's that like that at Prime, and I'm sure Prime done had those conversations with him. I mean, I remember there's a clip that's now where he was talking about, but it was years ago where he was talking something about some prenup or something. It was a conversation they was having with him. Huh?
He said, I'm gonna give you a prenup this big, and it was like,
yeah. Yep.
And Coach, you even said last 2 weeks ago how he had Brittany Renner come into the locker room when they were in Jackson State and talk to them about what to look out for and who to look out for.
And this dude I guess he was asleep that day when she was there, because and he supposedly is a smart dude, I don't know, something ain't right.
4.0 grade point average.
So something ain't right.
Yes, we'll see. I don't want to wish nothing bad on.
Me either, man. Like, and I hope it works out, like all the way around for both of them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be a challenge for him to get it to turn these corners the right way, man. And it's gonna be a challenge for Lil Wayne to manage it and get it together. So hopefully it works.
I'm waiting for the pregnancy announcement.
Oh God.
You think New England takes him first overall?
Injury free and focus on the game. When it's time to focus on the game, his career is gonna be very bright.
I can see New England taking him.
Ooh,
that's a nice easy market to just live in.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see New England. Yeah, I can see New England doing it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Cleveland got the second pick. If the Giants trade up and take a quarterback, second pick overall, you go to Cleveland. I mean, that's not horrible either.
Nah, he don't need to be in Cleveland.
Nah, you don't need to be in Cleveland. No. That organization is
New England, the organization, will help him tremendously.
It will.
Who's third?
Third is excuse me. Second would be Tennessee. Third,
I'm about to say, ain't Jacksonville up in there somewhere too?
They dropped down because they won, so they dropped down a lot.
Okay.
The Raiders in Jacksonville dropped. So the Raiders out of the Shador sweepstakes totally.
Really?
They picked like eighth or ninth.
Oh wow!
So
I kind of like. I mean that's messed up because it messes up his money and the high pick. But I actually like Shador going to the Raiders.
Yeah, I did. I thought he would end up there.
Who's first?
Right now it's New England, but I mean we still got one more week, so we'll see. But right now it's New England.
New England.
Yeah.
And New England got Drake May. They're not going to take him.
Yeah, they don't. They don't want a quarterback.
Where the Cowboys?
I don't know. They should be top 10, right?
Yeah, definitely top 10.
They've been winning though, so they might drop.
Who the Cowboys had this week?
They had the Eagles.
Commanders, I think.
Coming up this week. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the Commanders need to win, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So,
We might see a Commanders Eagles wild card game. That'd be kind of crazy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Sure, you might see a Ravens Steelers on wild card game.
True.
yeah.
True, because y'all lose. Y'all keep
Yeah.
losing.
Because we play the Bengals.
And man. And Jamar Chase want to put up some more numbers.
Oh, dude.
That's right.
And the Bengals, if the Bengals win, they need help. But the Bengals win, they got a chance to make it in the playoffs.
Yep.
So,
which I don't think nobody want to see them in the postseason.
No.
Yeah, they hot right now.
Yeah, I don't want to see them this week. It's gonna be ugly.
Is George Pickens still out?
Nah, he back.
Okay.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, they and if we win, we play the Texans, and I like that matchup.
Yeah, no Tank Dell.
Yeah, I like the Texans matchup. We lose, we play the Ravens.
Yeah, because the Texans are beat up right now.
Yeah, I like that matchup.
Injuries.
But if we lose and the Chargers lose, then we still play the Texans. But the Chargers not gonna lose. The Chargers play
I think they play the Raiders.
the Raiders. Chargers play the Raiders, man.
The Raiders want to lose. They want to go back.
Exactly. The Raiders want to lose. The Raiders want to lose, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like, man, we got the toughest game probably this week.
Wow.
And the only thing that won't change is if the Ravens lose, and the Ravens are playing. They play somebody weak on Saturday too. They play the Browns, I think. They play the Browns.
Yeah, it's over for the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns got to figure out what they're going to do.
They got the second pick overall, so they're going to want to lose.
They said they bringing Deshaun back. He just took a pay cut though.
What?
Yeah, he took a pay cut.
Yeah, he can do that.
He took a pay cut.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, he got all that guaranteed money, but he took a pay cut on the salary side of it. So they bringing him back.
Okay.
Man, Deshaun might come back next year and go crazy.
He might.
To your point, Kate, he just, for whether he right or wrong or whatever he did or didn't do, he had a lot on his mind this season.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you can't go out there like that, man. Like just think of, like just mentally just somewhere else, man. Like you just can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't operate like that. I don't care what it is you're doing.
Yep.
It'd be good if he comes back and has a good year.
Yeah, it would be. I'm rooting on him to do that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he can get back even close to his Texans days, man, like that would be like it wouldn't be good for me as a Steelers fan, but you know, just as a football fan, period. You know, and for him personally, it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Deshaun
Watson.
Okay.
I actually got to jump off here, though, fellas. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to all three of you fellas, and blessings and God bless.
Same here, man. I got to jump.
All right, same to you, Kai.
Yeah, I gotta jump too. How long you plan on going, huh?
Say it again.
How long you plan on going? Because I gotta jump too soon.
No, we could wrap this up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yo,
all right,
have a happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to all y'all.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. I see y'all on the other side.
All right, guys.
Peace. God bless. Peace. Later.
Yep.